you should be totally scared to have a baby. But don't worry, you might be good at some of the parts. It's gonna be a long video, isn't it? It's gonna be a short video. Oh. Hi, I'm Mandy. I'm the birth nurse and founder of Birth Nurse Academy. Hello, all of my Academy students out there. I've helped thousands of families prepare for childbirth, and now I'm here on YouTube. My mission is to change birth culture. That starts with you. I'm trying to change birth culture from problem-centered to person-centered. So I'm here with you having fun, and I scrapped the video that I was working on and decided to do something totally different. I just recently read a story. It was someone else's story and it was beautiful, and it reminded me, or the first thing I thought when I saw it was, oh my gosh, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why we are broke. If you are preschool poor, give me a comment down below. Thumbs up. Hey, I'm preschool poor right now. So welcome. I am so excited to just have some fun this week. I want to show you what I've been working on. I've moved kind of studios, and also I want to say thank you, a huge thank you to you. You are helping, thank you to you, change birth culture by what you are doing, and 10,000 of you. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna be able to do this with you. If you were wondering, I am walking the walk and talking the talk. That is my nursling. She is 2, almost 2. So getting a little less sleep than I'd like, and this week has just kind of culminated into, let me just say where we're going in 2019, because I am so excited about what's next, and I can't wait for you guys to come along. The story this week is someone else's story that I'm going to tell you, and it's touching. You might be able to relate. So, but first, this channel, Mandy Irby YouTube channel, hit 10,000 subscribers this week, and I could not be more grateful to you all for making that happen. I never thought that was going to happen. Actually, it was a goal last year. As soon as I hit 100, I wanted to hit 10,000 because I thought, oh my gosh, imagine if we are actually going to make a change in the culture of how women give birth in the world. We have to talk to a lot of people, and YouTube has been a great platform for that, but I never thought it would happen this quickly. So you all are hearing what I'm saying, understanding your choices and your options as a patient and as a pregnant person and family is really the easiest part. Can you be quiet? You guys get it, and thank you. Thank you so much. You understand what I'm doing here. And my husband made this awesome, can you see that behind? Oh my gosh, I need to shade my arms. Can you see that? Let me get it. So 10,000 subscribers is recognized as like a bronze level to YouTube in the YouTube vocab. And so my husband created this faux award for me because he's also super excited. He's also been working really, really hard behind the scenes to help me grow this into a business so that it can sustain our family, and I can continue to do this work. So I'm super grateful to him and his support and his help, and he made this really awesome faux bronze YouTube award, and so I proudly am going to display it in my new studio. So I'm very sorry that you can hear my daughter. She is down here. I have a new setup going on today. It's kind of like the quick and dirty video version setup, but this is the new studio that I've been working on. I'm really excited for you to be here in my new space with me. It's not done, but it's a work in progress, and I actually have more plants to put out, if you can even imagine that. But natural light and plants, green things, make me happy and creative. They inspire me. So that's what's going to be in this space. Okay, you ready? Before I go into the story, let's do the question of the day. You can write your comments to me down below. I read every single one of them and love them all. All of them, they mean a lot. I love the community that develops in the comments. So question of the day, if you could go back to tell yourself, your before self, before whatever you're doing right now, before being pregnant, before being a mom, before being a dad, before being a parent, if you could tell your before self anything, what would you tell her? My answer, I would tell her to show off your boobs more because you're gonna miss them, like a lot. I'd also say, hey, you're gonna be good at this and bad at this. So stop worrying. I worried so much about if I would be good at being a mom, if my kids would like me, if I would like them. Just stop worrying, I would say. Stop worrying. Story time. Without further ado, I'm gonna read this story to you. It is from a follower. Her name is Jenny. Jenny, thank you for this story. Thank you for being brave and for sharing this with us. I think the more that we talk about the really hard things, the more they won't be so hard to talk about, and the more normal all of the hard stuff will seem, so that it feels like we're doing better than badder. Okay, that didn't come out like I wanted, but it'll feel like the hard stuff is more expected and not that we're just doing really, really bad at being a mom. So I really appreciate your candid story. I'm gonna read this really quick to you, so get comfy. This was a response to an article that I posted about what we should tell new moms when they check out of the hospital, is what the article was called. And it was by romper.com. Jenny says, I too am up nursing my 1-month-old. This brought a quick tear to my eyes. Since I gave birth to my first just a month ago, I've said numerous times I was not prepared. I took all the classes, I did all sorts of research, and we got all the necessities to make both my little one and us comfortable to have a smooth transition. Nope, nope, nope. The reality is I was not at all prepared, and it pissed me off. All these people around me who have children failed me. They all failed to tell me what a mental, emotional, and physical drain it was to become a mother. It's like a humongous band-aid got ripped off at every step. I had an emergency C-section band-aid. You get a baby and are just supposed to know what to do, band-aid. Breastfeeding isn't innate and you and your baby actually have to work at this, band-aid. Then you get sent home in a matter of days with this huge responsibility of another life like you trained for it your whole life but didn't, band-aid. This is all not to even mention the sheer lack of sleep and sanity while you are trying to navigate this new role as a mother. You hear that? And on top of that, I was an emotional mess. Thank you, raging hormones. Nobody tells you the hard parts. They say, oh, you forget all the pain and hard stuff. Well, while I'm elbow deep in dirty diapers, tears, a mental fog, and 20 people reaching out because they want to meet the baby, that doesn't help. And it's not my current truth. Delivery and the first month were so much harder than I ever was told, learned about, or expected. I wasn't sure if I was doing this right, if I was actually cut out for this mom gig, if I would ever find a new normal. And I was really worried that I was a bad person for feeling those things because no one ever told me I could feel that way and it was okay. I finally have a few wits about me. I've had about 4 nights of decent sleep. Get it, girl? Over the course of a month, figured out a few things with my little one, and I think my hormones are starting to level out some, so I'm not so emotionally all over the place. I'm starting to have glimmers of feeling like myself in this new role. It's still harder than I ever knew, but I have more days that I think, I got this mom thing, than not now. I've reached out to several girls that I know who were and are still preggers to summarize this and let them know I'm here, I'm up all hours of the night, just text or call, don't sit there alone and wondering if you can do this. I so wish I had someone when I was going through all of that or even had come across this article. Thank you, Mandy, for sharing this. Sorry for such a long-winded rant, I just hope it reaches someone else while they are sitting up in the middle of the night nursing and crying because they are wondering what they got themselves into and fear they will never be good enough to do this mom gig. Breathe through the hard times. Take so many photos. They literally change overnight. Revel in the tiniest of victories and learn from the challenges. Sleep, well, I got nothing there. The lack of sleep sucks and is so real, especially if you're exclusively breastfeeding. Just hang in there. Your body starts to learn to survive with the adjustment, I think. If anyone ever needs to reach out, feel free to message me. We have to share and stick together. It takes a village. Jenny, so real. You are so real. I could relate to so many of those. You just start to feel like your normal self. I totally felt that and felt like little glimpses of myself would come through during that newborn stage. Well, mostly like right after that newborn stage. It just is real and it's the truth. And it should be terrifying, meaning you should get your ducks in a row postpartum. You should have a support system. You should talk to people who've had babies and get to know them well enough that you can call and say, is this normal? Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. All of those really tough things to say to all of your friends. Have a few that you can talk to about that because it's really that difficult. It should be scary. Being a little bit scared is going to help you prepare, over prepare, extra prepare, prepare more than you ever think that you need to do because you do need it. Girl. You need it. You need a village to stay sane and to be their mom and to survive it and to remember it and to get through to the next bedtime. Burn! Same day, just a few minutes later, I'm so distracted when she's here with me, climbing all over. I don't even know why I would be so distracted. Anyway, I don't want this to sound scary. Of course, being a little bit afraid, I think is healthy. And I think that we are told so many like positive things about having children that it does cover up some of the realities. So telling you some of the really hard parts, being honest about those really bad days, those really never-ending nights, the really difficult stuff, the real stuff, you really only understand when you experience them. Giving it a name, talking about it, I think makes it less powerful. I know those stories didn't mean as much for me before I had my children as they do now, but I think the more that we talk about it, the more normal we make it, then we, hopefully you, new parents, pregnant people, will feel more like they're running through the normal process instead of, oh my gosh, I've never heard about this. I must be losing at this parenting, or I must be really shit at taking care of a newborn or figuring all of this out because I've never heard of all of these weird, awful things like I don't actually like my kids at the beginning. I don't actually like being a parent at all. I want my old life back. I miss being pregnant. I miss my relationship with my partner. I miss my relationship with everyone else. My old relationships where we talked about old stuff, other stuff, and not just spit up and I'm turning into that person of spit up and car seats and diaper bags and when to feed the baby what and my boobs and like you quickly turn into that person. You just miss that old life. I missed that old life. That didn't mean that I was wrecking being a parent or totally destroying my kid's future. It just meant that at that time that stuff was really, really hard for me. So the things that you can be really, really good at when you have kids, it's not all terrifying. You can be really, really good at taking one shower a day, or you can be really, really good at keeping a tiny human alive, or keeping 2 tiny humans alive, or keeping a tiny human and a dog alive, or not burning down the house, or thinking one positive thing about your body, thinking one positive thing about your partner, keeping your partner alive every night if they sleep. That, you can be the champion at that, like, and redo every day and then be the champion the next day. You can get the gold medal at keeping your baby and your partner alive. You could get the gold medal at surviving every day on your own. How about that? There are so many gold medals out there. There are so many ways to be winning. It just doesn't look like winning when you're in it, or feel like winning, or smell like winning at all. I just wanted to put that caveat in there because my kid is not climbing all over me. I never feel like I'm winning, ever. That's why I wanted to show you my new space and not kick my kid out because she'd be screaming and then we'd all think I was losing at this. It's a camera and it's great lights, and I put makeup on even though I work from home on days that I record, but I'm also wearing like pajamas like I do every day. I spilled coffee on my husband's clean socks today and I left them in the clean pile, which is not folded, on my couch somewhere, but I left them in the clean pile. They have coffee on them. My husband will wear them with coffee on them, maybe never notice. We're totally not winning at this, but that's what's important. No one is, and everyone is. Make sense? Can you imagine this is the fun video I decided to do today? Party! So I say to you and your current self, you're going to be great at this and you're going to be really bad at this. Some days you're going to suck at this. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's probably why you love them so dang hard, because you've invested every single ounce of yourself into them at the very beginning just to stay alive. Sound fun, huh? This is why I do what I do. So Jenny, thank you for sharing your story. If you have a story that you want to share, or you think that it could help other people learn about the realities of pregnancy and parenthood, please send them to me. I would love to share them and reach out to you and figure out a way for you to share them with all of these parents trying to survive together. Thank you for having patience watching this video with my daughter. And as always, thank you for the likes if this helped, and share with a pregnant or parent friend. I will see you next week. Oh, I see that you have had a booger coming out of your nose the whole video? Girl, you need to check for boogers. That's YouTube 101. You have any boogs? I'd also say thanks for that. Hey.